looking now and go,
totally.
You're head of house. You weren't considering that we were in the mix when you were making your decisions.
It really matters. I'm sure those girls will probably pull you guys aside and try and
Do
talk
you
to
think Christine will use head of house?
She won't.
I mean, not head of house, Power veto.
No, but I think
she
the
just
other two
won't.
girls will come and try and talk to you. I think they're good friends, but they're slowly trying to talk bad about each other. It's funny how...
I was waiting for that to happen. It has?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, they're my friend, but like this, and this, I can do this for you in the next couple weeks.
Well, when I was talking to Levita this morning, she was settled that she was going home and she wanted everyone to vote for Shari to go. Yeah. And she goes, because Shari wants it so much more than me. And I said to her, don't you realise if you go round saying that to everyone, you're basically saying... I'm
useless.
Yeah, I'm useless, but Shari's a threat.
That's exactly what it...
And why would they vote that way?
Did you tell her that?
Yeah.
Because that was everyone's impression. They're like, okay, well, if we get rid of the tougher opponent, then we just have this puppy here in the house.
Yes.
You're just a shadow to everyone.
But then some of us are thinking, no one... That's not... really what's happening. I don't think Shari is a tough opponent. I think she can talk. No one's buying what Shari's selling up.
Everyone's going back and forth. Like I feel like they need together. That's why they're both up on the blocks, because they kind of need each other in everyone's eyes, because they were working together since the start. But then so everyone's conversations are exactly like this. Like one side's like, I think Shari can manipulate her way into talking to more people, whereas Levita would be left by herself. But then Levita could probably be a very strong competitor when it came to the games.
Yes, agreed.
Agreed. Wouldn't be that strong.
Wouldn't be.
So
agreed.
It's depending on two ways of people looking about it. So at this point,
all right. But you don't care if me and Nikki.
No, I see, because each conversation I have, it's like I think this one should go home and I have a conversation. Yeah. Way. So either way, I think I kind of prefer Shari to stay in the house. But it honestly matters absolutely not to me.
Nothing.
And like, I'm not the person to say I'm in charge. You guys do my dirty work. No, we just didn't
want to mess up plans that are in place before you knew we were involved.
No, and I think since the moment you guys walked in, none of us felt like we would ever be putting you guys up on any block anytime soon. Like, I'm sure you guys felt like we're strangers and stuff like that.
I wanted to just... Because we haven't chatted one-on-one yet.
No, not
and
really.
I think you get me.
Oh, totally.
And I think I get you a little bit. There's other people that obviously you're close to that I don't yet get. Yeah. And I think are intimidated by me. Yeah. But that's just on a personal level, not a game level, I think. And you'll understand me. That's
why I'm interested to see what you do, because I'm very interested by what you want to do.
But you'll get it, and there is rules. I know there's a lot of it's a loose cannon, it's a wild card, and maybe it's it's a risk, but just I don't plan on ever breaking my word in this game.
No, and neither do I.
And I knew that about you.
Yeah, totally.
And that's why, because there's some talk of people saying, if Christine was to use the power of veto, one of the others could be put up and they could go.
Could be, but there was...
But then I said, Jared is a man of integrity, and he's already mentioned that a backdoor is a bit of a coward move. I knew that you wouldn't...
No, I wouldn't want to take someone out. I wouldn't want to take a threat of mine out and that...
Yep.
Well, right now in the game, maybe when it came down to final three people, sort of that mentality...
You know, it's so similar how we play the game in that at the end you want to be up against the best, not the worst.
Exactly. No, that's exactly. I don't want some leech to come with me to the end just so I can be look like a prize winning.
And in all honesty, that I respect that, and you'll never be a target in my eyes. Because I said I want to go home saying the best person won in Canada, and I was a part of that experience.
Cool, I appreciate that.
I'll be pissed off if, like you said, a leech wins, and I let that happen because I didn't.
It's funny, after our conversation yesterday, I kind of took some of the words and stuff that you said to me, and just some of the way you played your game in Australia, because Dallas and Ramsey were in the room with us up here.
What was that all?
I'll tell you.
I'm still trying to work out
so
what
there was
that was about.
There was a fourth vote. We knew there was three people for sure that voted against Kelsey, and there's that one fourth vote. We knew the three, but there was that one fourth vote.
That you didn't know was...
That we didn't know who it was, because everyone said to each side, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
So that one person knew that the majority would fall one way, so that side would be happy. But he also knew that one vote, they would know he was still on their side.
So
it turns out it was Dallas, and we all knew it, but I approached him about it, and he wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And then finally he came in here, and I was like, he was accusing us of stealing a beer, kind of jokingly.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm accusing you. I'm like, okay, well, I'll accuse you of something. You're that fourth vote. And then he's like, no. And then he's like, who said that? And I look at Ramsey, I'm like, well, he told me that, actually. And then, because just going out on a limb and doing your crazy thing, like taking off someone crazy, I just put clean.
Yeah, you're learning.
And now
you've got
we
to have
know.
a bit of grace for people, I think.
Yeah. And it was a learning curve, so we said sorry, it's okay. I just wanted to hear someone admit that they lied, and because I don't want someone going around stabbing me in my back and lying to my face.
But there's consequences, like if you're willing to take the risk to lie, that if you get found out,
and that's what
you have to face up to the lie. Yeah.
So it's so that was the kerfuffle about last night.
So what, you don't have beef against Ramsey?
Well, Ramsey.
Is it true? Is he?
He's kind of goes back and forth. So everyone, he was kind of he told kind of everyone from the very get go, like, I'm gonna be final two with you. No one would ever expect us. And then just because someone was so loose-lipped about making deals like that, people are just as loose-lipped talking about it to other people. People clued in.
Absolutely.
Like, wait a second, he said that
and that's my one worry about me being so loose-lipped, is that people would be going,
I kind of like that, though.
With that.
Well, that's just me. Everyone knew it.
But I'm still learning, because I said, this is what I said to Cassandra. I was like, when I played, you didn't play with anyone because there's no such thing as alliance. You never had to have conversations about strategy with anyone because
you weren't allowed to.
No one to lie to, because you were playing on your own. Like that's the big difference.
I don't know what to do.
Well, I just chatted to Jared and he said, look, he'd never say you should vote for this person.
No, I don't care. I'm not here to be some ruler.
He said just talk to the chicks and get it.
I think they're going to try and talk to you guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to be persuaded.
I think, but that's what's going to happen.
It has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah,
party's
massively.
over. Tim and Nikki.
Over.
Do you know what this is payback for us for laughing at him last night, Big Brother?
Yeah, that's right. I think you're actually right. They thought
like,
of this today because it wasn't in the contract.
Oh, not contract, but like, oh no, I think they said we're immune from voting. They never mentioned whether we'd vote or not, but we assumed that.
Stop talking about it. Oh, that's probably us. But anyways, do whatever you guys like. I'm happy either way, and it's fun talking to you guys. I would say have fun with it. Ever since last night, I was like, when I finally got to go outside, I'm like, this is fun actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think strategy scares a lot of people, but I don't know. There's just so many things that you can't control, and when you kind of like realise that you don't have to be afraid of having a lack of control, like sometimes there's so much random in this game, like who gets pulled out of the bag, you never will have control, and everyone has a different strategy. Like, you mix it up yourself, like do something that's
I know it's funny, just if someone played that veto, like we were just tossing that idea, like, because you would put someone completely random up there just to change everything, and it would change completely everything by putting someone random up there. But for now, I'm just gonna take everything in stride, and as long as I'm not getting caught up in lies, like I'm being upfront with people.
Good.
I see people walking around, they're just stressed. They just look stressed because they're caught up in their lies. Like Dallas was stressed for like 2 days, and you can just visibly tell he was quiet, he wasn't himself, and then finally once you let the cat out of the bag to us that he was lying to us about who he voted for, he's like, I feel so much
last
better now.
night?
Yeah, that's what that was about.
Oh, right.
Come in.
I'm in.
Battery change.
Oh, God.
Fuck, it's warm in here, Jared. Yeah, well, you know what? If I could change it, I would.
Has he mentioned anything about the heat?
What's that?
Has he mentioned anything about the heat? Like,
who?
Big Brother?
No.
The heat.